there. It's going to be amazing.
Speaking of amazing, the Mecca Shane Madison going head-to-head with the NWA National Champion, Spider.
This is a title match. There's a lot on the line here. This is not an NWA sanctioned match. It's an AWE match. The champion, the NWA National Champion Spider, has to come in here and defend the title on foreign soil with no control. It's not an NWA referee, and the president, the outgoing president, Ernie Todd, has no control, and the NWA partners would like nothing more than to screw Ernie Todd over. There's been some allegations of misconduct in the NWA. It's stigmatized with that same controversy Ernie Todd brings. The champion is on foreign soil. Hey, I'm not going to say that he's going to lose the belt, but wouldn't it be a major upset? Wouldn't it be a major feather in the cap of Action Wrestling Entertainment?
It would be a major upset, but they do call Spider the Canadian Crime Spree, and you don't get a nickname like that for, for
if
being
you
a
look at him, you can tell why he's the Canadian Crime Spree.
Are you saying he's a criminal?
I'm saying that
Does
I would not want to
criminal?
be in the back alley with him asking for my wallet. Hey, I don't know how much money I have on me, but you can have it.
Wouldn't try throwing a drop kick or a world-class crossbody?
The drop kick doesn't really work in the back alley so well. As much as you hurt him when you hit him in the face.
Here comes the Mecca Shane Madison.
This guy is not a bar star. He's a pay-per-view star. The Mecca Shane Madison. One of the best undiscovered talents in all of North America. He was a finalist with a TV show. You might have heard of it. It was called Tough Enough or something. It was
something along the lines.
Exactly. He was one of the, not a finalist, he was like on the final cut to make the show. But hey, that's like 17th or 18th overall. That's in the NHL. If you get drafted 18th overall, you're impressive.
Now Shane Madison, he's been considered a prospect for years now, just waiting for that chance to break
and
through.
He's getting his break here in Action Wrestling Entertainment and a chance to win the NWA National Championship.
Well, he's getting in the ring with Spider, and the only break he might get is a broken leg, because Spider means business when he gets in that ring.
Spider is one of the most legitist, tough guys. Legitist, is that a word?
Probably not.
I'm going to use it as a word.
You're busting out the math a little. You're trying to sound intelligent.
Articulate is the word I'm looking for.
As we both sound like idiots. So
well,
let's get to the action.
Hey, grade 5 education will get you a job as a color man on AWE.
Apparently. Now here we go, lock up to the corner. And once again, a feeling out process, like you said. A lot of these matchups, first time for both, combatants.
If Spider's anything like NWA President Ernie Todd, he's a cheap shot artist. So, hey, he backed away cleanly. Nice job, champ.
I don't know. Ernie likes to claim racism. Spider doesn't seem like the kind of guy to do that. He likes to be the kind of guy to get in the ring and mean business.
I really think Ernie should lay off claims of impropriety. The fact remains that he was inept as the NWA president. He knew he wasn't going to get voted back in, and that's controversy I don't really like to talk about, but it needs to be talked about because it's one of the hottest topics in the wrestling world right now.
Listen, bringing Spider into the corner now. Shane Rogers going for the count.
Actually, Shane, interestingly, is the son of Kenny Rogers, the senior referee and senior bingo caller in AWE.
How old would that make Kenny?
I actually would say... How old does Kenny look?
It's tough to say. He can still go.
Didn't Gordie Howe play hockey at 50? And I bet you Kenny's 10 years older than Gordie Howe.
Tackled by Shane Madison. Off the ropes he comes. Goes for that hip toss. It's blocked. That's a Dutchman clothesline. And now he does the big hip toss. Down goes Spider.
I gotta say, if I was the NWA membership without its president, of course, because we've already talked about the beleaguered situation, I would want the Mecca Shane Madison as the national champion. I would even pull strings with AWE referee Shane Rogers and try to make that happen, because I think that would be an impressive gesture.
Shane Madison obviously has a very good look. He's got the tan, he's got the good looks, he's got a physique. Some people go as far as saying he's the poster boy in AWE, but it's not because of the looks. It's because he can get it done in that ring. And so can Spider, as Spider's taking it to him on the floor.
Well, Shane Madison has wrestled the who's who of wrestling, especially of Canadian exports, and that was impressive. Go for the kills. You know what he said to Spider? Meet Mr. Post, and I don't think Spider liked the introduction too much. But Shane Madison has wrestled Joe E. Legend, who is an international superstar who might be making his way to Action Wrestling Entertainment. He's wrestled everyone you could possibly wrestle. He's a prodigy of Scott D'Amore and Sabu. This guy has a resume that makes people drool. Now he's got to do it here. This is his pay-per-view debut. He's got to win it here.
Snap suplex. One.
And I really don't think that Madison thought that through properly, because I think he should have picked him up and, like he's doing right now, take it to him a little bit more. And
Slides underneath.
that was impressive. He grabbed the arm as he slid underneath.
Big suplex, overhead suplex by Spider.
You know what? That was innovative by the NWA National Champion.
He's not the champion, you know, because
Yes,
he's a
he
bad
is the
wrestler.
champion.
He's not the champion because he's a bad wrestler. He's the champion because he can get it done, and he's laying the boost to Shane Madison.
When you talk about pointing out the evidently obvious, most people who are champions aren't champions because they're bad wrestlers.
Sometimes it happens, and that's not the case with Spider.
What will happen? Now, Ernie Todd has no control in the NWA, as I understand it. Now, Spider loses the NWA National Championship. Ernie Todd loses all his negotiating power with his former members.
That's right. How did this match come to be, Mike?
Well, it's an interesting story, actually. This was something that AWE management wanted. Stan Saxon and Andy Anderson really worked hard to put this together. Spider wanted to be a part of the match. Shane Madison was the top contender, and quite frankly, I'm not going to speak for Andy Anderson or Stan Saxon, who are the people that really run the show in AWE, but should Shane Madison win the match, they might rename this title the AWE National Championship. I'm not going to tell you that's what's going to happen, but hey, yeah, there you go.
But before that can even happen, Madison's got to get control back in this matchup.
Throw him into the post again, Madison. That's what I would do. I'm not a big fan of Spider because he's affiliated with Ernie Todd, and everyone knows Mike Davidson and Ernie Todd hate each other. Kick
out by Shane Madison.
Damn well hate each other. Anyway, I think Spider should lose this match because I think he's affiliated with a jerk off, and I'm not even afraid to say it. I'm supposed to be unbiased, but hey, there you have it. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
You're sticking to it. Well, clubbing forearm by Spider. What's he doing? He's setting that. Don't go up top. It's happened too many times tonight where people have gone up top and it hasn't paid off.
I'll tell you, he's not even he's really big and a lumbering guy.
What's he doing?
I don't think he spends a lot of time up there.
Oh my God!
Broken ribs. Shane Madison is going to the ER tonight. He's going to probably spit up blood for a week, and if I'm not mistaken, there might be some redness in his urine.
There might be a problem. I think Madison's done.
You know,
his ribs must be crushed, his sternum broken.
And you can tell that is not a fine predicament to be in. Go for the sleeper. He just forced all the oxygen in Shane Madison's body out. Shane Madison trying to catch his breath, and right away go to the sleeper, cut him off. And that's a very ingenious move by the Spider.
But Madison's not giving up. Throwing him off the ropes. He puts him in a sleeper of his own.
But he didn't really lock it like Greg Gagne or Vern Gagne would have. He kind of locked it over in Spider.
And that's why Spider broke it.
Exactly. Had Madison got the arm inside and really locked it, that's an immediate win for
He's throwing sloppy clotheslines now. He's getting tired.
He's in serious trouble. That was not.
Spider went for the DDT. Madison hanging on.
And Madison right now has to go for the kill and win this match.
Into the turnbuckle.
Hello, Mr. Turnbuckle. Oh!
Another hard
Canadian
chop.
way of doing things.
We rather chop you nice and hard across the chest than punch you in the face. Goes for the crossbody.
Way of doing it. Oh, nice kidney shot.
He's going for it. He's going for the kamikaze. He nails it. It's
over.
New champion. New champion.
What the hell is he doing here? No.
What's the G-Man doing?
This is a bloody conspiracy. Ernie Todd had no control. I'm getting mad. Why in the world?
It was over. Shane Madison was going to be your NWA National Champion.
Oh my.
Who sent the G-Man? Is that Wavell Star? Wavell Star!
And look at him clean house. They scatter like penguins. I can't believe it, but why? Oh. I want to know exactly why the G-Man did what he did. I appreciate Wavell Star. I don't like the guy much. I just don't understand what has gone on here. This is terrible. It needs to be a rematch, and it can't happen on Ernie Todd's show.
I A bond has been formed here by Wavell Star. He's come out, he bailed out Shane Madison, and where does this go from here? Is there a rematch in order? He had the match won.
Oh my word, and look at Spider gloating like he actually accomplished something. He's a coward. He's a damn coward.
He's a gutless coward in my mind. And a
coward,
rematch is in order.
He's always been a coward.
He always will be a coward as well. A rematch is in order.
I'm impressed here. Wavell Star, this is AWE versus the NWA here, and I really like the Wavell Star came out, saved the day a little bit. Shane Madison, this is unbelievable that this was allowed to happen. I can't believe that Saxon and Anderson didn't book some security to back up their guy. That was really...
Well, we're glad we have, great all-around guys like Wavell Star on the back, willing to make the save for Shane Madison.
You're watching the Coast to Coast Sports Show.
Today's program brought to you by Eliminator RC. Proud to be part of your community.
You know what you came to see? You came to see us. We are strong. C2C, no clothes. Wanna be like us, you know. Out of the stone, so respect our drive, respect our energy. They see me and I should never be. So every day, and let us get our way. What's the level for a champion? We're charged up and then have your powers on. Well, what do we have here? I see Mexican dinner and the sniff. This is just a reminder to all.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Chitton. I'm a member of the Canadian National Judo Team. My personal best result to date would have to be the bronze medal I took at the 2009 Grand Slam event in Tokyo, Japan. I'm one of only 4 Canadians to ever medal at that event. I am also an Athletes Now recipient. Without this fun, it would be very difficult to compete on the world stage. In my sport, which is judo, our Olympic qualifying has already started, and it's based on a world ranking list. So in order to qualify, I need to be able to travel all over the world on a limited budget. With this Athletes Now Fund, I can be relaxed going to events, knowing that I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay for each competition. This is a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. I just want to finish by saying thank you to everyone involved with the Athletes Now Fund, from all the sponsors to the volunteers. Thank you very much.
Express Hurricanes. Before the game, Cliff Clinkscales is awarded with a plaque of recognition from the Deputy Commish for amassing more than 2,000 assists in his NBLC career so far. The Canes start fast in this one. On a 9-0 run, Clinkscales steals the ball, and in transition, the newcomer Mamadou Guy throws it down. But the cue belonged to Antoine Mason. He'd get the N1 on Deshaun Thrower. Mason went for 12. Canes up 9 after 1. Taquan Zimmerman came off the bench for the Hurricanes on fire. He connects on back-to-back triples and was perfect from downtown, 4 for 4 and 12 points in the queue. Then Clinkscales, as he always seems to find Tremaine Johnson for the slam. Canes up 16 at the break. Clinkscales and Johnson were back at it again in the third. Catches Mike Allison napping, Johnson with another slam. Tremaine finished with 14, the General with 10 dimes. Then Guy goes baseline for the slam. Mamadou with 11 and 5 in his debut. Canes up 21 heading to the fourth. That's where Marvell Waite snuffs out any hopes of a Windsor comeback. He drills back-to-back threes to seal it. He'd finished with 26 and 7, including 5 triples. Canes in a cakewalk, 124-98.
The Island Storm taking on the Moncton Magic in this one. It was all magic. Second quarter, Morty works the screen and gets it to go off glass. Still in the second quarter, Billy White hits Marcus Lewis for 3. Second half now, and the Magic blow this game wide open. Corey Allman is going to stop, pop, and hit from 3. He had a game-high 33 points in this one. And then Jerry is going to pop and hit the 3. It's good. The Magic blow out the Storm by 40 points. 130-90, the final.
Sudbury 5 taking on the London Lightning, and it was an absolute thriller. For the first 2 quarters, it went back and forth until Marvin Benny opened up the scoreboard. He'd make the triple, then Murray Geisen would find Marcus Capers for the slam as part of a 10-0 scoring burst. London led by as much as 12 before Jalen Skeet would help bring Sudbury back. He drained the contested 3, then after the HA Games miss, Dexter Williams Jr. would get the assist as Skeet drains a 3rd straight triple. All of that would set up this.
Capers, 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Bolden, dagger, 3, won't go. 10 seconds left, rebounded by the 5. Down by 1, Sudbury still has a shot. Marlon Johnson to the rack. Johnson lays it in with 3 seconds left on the clock. He's got to find the inbound now or call a timeout. Capers finds Gaines. Gaines puts up the shot. It won't go. Rebound by Isom. It won't go.
For the first time this season, the London Lightning lose at home. 117-116 Sudbury is the final.
Lots of guys to watch on NBLC Live.
Okay, what are the highlights? What about our favorite players? What about our favorite team? This little interesting feature we call NBLC Hits. Here it is.
Look at Wayne in there. Oh, yes.
And we all know Marcus Lewis hates rim.
The flush.
Out to Corey Allman, under 2 seconds to go. Gets it off.
Oh, my. Oh,
my. Drains it.
Stripped away by Clinkscales. Back the other way, Canes have numbers. Guy throws it down with the one-hander. As Mason with the unselfish play there.
Game right now. Thomas down low and a big dunk for Monte
Bobby Robinson. Well defended there, too. Oh, look at that fake from Corey. Oh, the magician.
Dexter Williams Jr. leaves it there for Johnson with the cram. 30 points for Johnson.
What's going Corey Allman.
What's going on here?
Oh, boy, it's my buddy Jason Capson proposing.
What's he up to? She put it on. Okay, we've got love in the building, fans.
Campus, and Clayton counted, and one. Check you out, Mr. Clayton, as he poses. Marquise taking the Big Ten product.
Into the post, Marvell Wade. And finds the cutter.
Oh
Kindred,
my God.
beautiful block.
Here's Guy, look out. And Guy will throw it down with two hands.
Mothering. Wow. Billy White. Marcus Lewis.
This score is going to change it all.
Whipped inside and thrown
Field
down.
there.
And Desley. And one, baby. Woo. Des going to work.
If that's not on the weekly NBLC highlight reel, the make the cut. Have you seen that?
This is Calgary, the heart of the West. Home to hard-working, blue-collar people who don't know the meaning of the word defeat.
Welcome to Takata Premier Fight Night.
Under the Takata lights, lives will change. Futures will be forged. Every second and every decision will matter. This is Calgary. This is the battlefield. This is Takata.
First step in archery is our stance. We want to have our feet about shoulder width apart with our weight evenly distributed over both feet. If you're a right-handed shooter, you'll have your left foot closest to the target, and if you're a left-handed shooter, you'll have your right foot closest to the target. We need to knock our arrow onto the string. If you're shooting a compound style bow, you'll have the odd colored feather facing up, and if you're shooting a recurve style bow, you'll have, or a recurve finger rest, you'll have the odd color facing out. Next, we need to hook and grip our string, which for a finger shooter means putting our tab or our glove onto the string, and for a compound shooter, that means attaching our release to the string or the D-loop onto the string. We want to start by standing up nice and tall, not leaning back too far away from the target and not leaning too far forward from the target. Before we begin the drawing process, we need to raise our bow so that our bow arm is sitting parallel to the floor and our back drawing elbow is parallel to the floor as well. Draw and anchor the bow. We want to pull the bowstring right back with keeping our bow arm parallel to the floor until we reach full draw. We want to then find our anchor points, in this case putting my nose onto the tip of the string and having my release hand buried into my face. We aim down to the target by looking through our peep sight at our scope and putting our sight picture onto the middle of the target. Again, keeping our focus on the middle of the target, we want to engage and pull through the shot until the release goes off. We want to commit to a good follow through by keeping our bow arm pointed towards the target and committing to the shot until the arrow arrives on the target.
We're here with Jason Sweet from Heights Archery. Jason, people that want to get involved into shooting, what would you say to them to get them active and get them out and trying something new?
Archery is truly a sport for anyone. Equipment can be sized up to any individual, from kids as young as 4 up to people well into their senior years. Just find a local club or a local range in your area, ask about archery lessons. Lots of them will have lots of equipment for you. It's not a very expensive sport to get started into, so just get out there and shoot.
come from a very athletic family, and they've been super supportive. And my favorite event is the 100 backstroke. I do also do the 100 freestyle as well, but backstroke is definitely my favorite. I was diagnosed with dystonia in 2010, and it's definitely progressed since then. It's a neurological movement disorder. It basically causes my muscles to not understand the messages that they're getting. My biggest challenge in para-swimming, there's definitely been a couple of roadblocks just with my disability progressing. I've had to relearn a lot of things in my stroke, and whenever my body changes, I have to learn how to adapt. I think one of the biggest things for me in parasports, we have classification to look at our disability level. So with able-bodied swimming, they swim based on age, but for us, we swim based on disability level just to even the playing field. Because of my disability, I have to go pretty much every year. We always have to go to Europe for a classification, either Europe or Australia. And it's always something that I have to fund myself.
What do you know about CanFund?
I think it's awesome that they support athletes and the amount of money that they raise to help athletes in all different sports, as well as para-athletes and able-bodied athletes.
A few years ago, to 2017, we launched a program saying to Canadian women, the minimum donation is $150, and your donation will only be funding female athletes. So what if I made you a 150 woman right now? We will give you a check today for $6,000.
Wow, that's amazing. The $6,000 would be amazing to go towards training camps, and I have warm weather camps coming up this year that will be at my own cost, and just to be able to take care of that will be huge, and that'll really help me prepare for Tokyo this year. Knowing that women are supporting other women is so cool. I own my own small business, and I always love that, to be able to support one another. Hey, all the women in Saskatoon, I'd love for you all to support the CanFund 150 Women and support our Canadian female athletes.
My name is Jason from West Rock Battery. I want to talk a little bit today about lithium batteries. Lithium iron phosphate is the technology. They are quickly replacing AGM and lead acid batteries in deep cycle applications, such as solar energy storage, marine RV applications, any kind of appliance or major piece of equipment like a sweeper scrubber machine or a floor washer, anything where deep cycle batteries are presently used, and the temperatures aren't below about minus 20 Celsius. So they don't work in outside temperatures. They're not great in cars because they get too cold in our climate in Manitoba. The benefits of these batteries are high capacity, much higher energy density versus lead acid, lighter weight, and the big thing is they last 4 to 5 times as long. So these batteries will replace a battery that usually lasts 5 years, and they'll last over 20. They are more expensive, but the costs have come down quite dramatically in the last few years. So they really are the best value for people looking for a long life battery that's going to last for many, many years. Warranties are very long. Products such as our SunSaver lithium line have 10-year warranties. The PowerSonic ones here are 3-year warranties with an additional 5 years that we add on exclusively from Westrock of prorated warranty. They also have Bluetooth built into them. So you could fire up on your phone or tablet the app and see exactly what your battery is doing. It'll tell you amp hours in and out, the voltage, a history of what's been going on with the battery in the system. Very valuable information for any solar system or even on a piece of equipment where you want to know how it's been doing. Is it being used properly? Are they overusing or underusing it? You can keep track of these things. So if you need some information or want to talk to us about lithium batteries, click the link or give us a call.